Hi there, trader. Are you one of those traders that is wondering, should I be a scalper or a swing trader? Well, then this video is for you. This is brought to you by Admiral Markets. My name is Chris, and before we start though, be aware that trading for exchange and global financial markets is considered high risk and may not be suitable for everyone. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. This video is not advice and is for informational and educational purposes only. And by continuing watching this video, you agree with this disclaimer and you're aware of the risk involved when trading. All right, factors to consider when making that very difficult choice, and some traders might even choose to actually balance both, but most of us do have a preference for one or the other. And obviously, of course, there is a difference between these two because it's time related. Scalping the markets, of course, is trading the market intraday for a short period of time. Swing strategies are taking a few hours, or mostly actually a few days, 1, 2, 3 days, maybe even longer than that. All right. So, what are the key things to consider? Now, eventually, most of us, depending on our character and style of trading, will develop a preference for one of the two. Many of the things that we bump into is the patience level, right? How patient are you when looking at the charts and monitoring the charts? If you can basically stay in a trade without any problems for 24 hours or longer, then you probably have a pretty high level of patience. Then you're probably applying a very strict approach to whatever system you have. If you are a bit nervous when you just start out trading, and that's not too strange either. So you don't want to jump to conclusions too quickly about that patience element. You want to assess that preferably when you already had 40, 50 trades at least using that system. Then you can better judge whether you're actually quite on the patience side or not. And obviously you probably have an opinion about that already, but that will give you a bit more feedback from a trading perspective. People who do have patience in trading, they are a lot better in planning the trade and trading the plan. So they are very disciplined in implementing their strategy, and fear will not kind of distract that direction they have, and that's great. So that is very needed for swing trading. However, patient traders might not be the best in a high-paced environment where a lot of flexibility is needed, and those traders could actually be better in scalping, right? Because there's a heat of a battle, a lot of decisions need to be made quickly. So in that case, maybe patience is just a tad less relevant for scalping, right? Not totally irrelevant, but less. Now, flexibility is therefore another point I wanted to discuss because basically, if you are trading the markets very quickly, you got to be on your feet. You got to be monitoring the charts. You want to be absorbing it and monitoring and evaluating and changing. And yeah, you have to be on your guard. Of course, if you're swing trading, there's plenty of time to think about decisions. You don't have to be as flexible as a scalper should be. That's not all. We got still obviously also the number of setups you want to look at and what kind of profit target you're looking at and your amount of capital. If you have a substantial capital and you're looking for a relatively smaller level of profit, then swing trading should be more than enough, right? Even maybe long-term trading could be good for you. Whereas if you're maybe aiming for a more aggressive target with a smaller account, then typically these traders do choose scalping or maybe intraday trading. Obviously, it also depends on your level of risk. If you're looking at a personality that is more introvert and you're very keen on filling in your evaluations and monitoring your feedback accurately, that's more of a swing trade temperament in a way. If you're looking at a lower number of entries, if you're looking for a more patient way of trade management, all these things could be more swing traded oriented. And if you then go into scalping, you could get frustrated, and that might not be for you. Whereas a risk taker is actually probably looking at higher time frames and seeing that as boring. That could actually lead to a bit of sloppiness in the approach. And that type of trader might just need a bit of adrenaline, a bit of extra excitement in a way, in a good way, so that they stay on top of the game and deliver their best performance when trading. So these traders maybe are a bit more extrovert on average. They might be a bit less disciplined in evaluating, but are flexible enough to make those tough decisions in a very fast manner when scalping the market. Now, these are just generals, of course, generalizations, and there could be huge differences from person to person, but this is just to give you a rough idea of what could impact your kind of attitude to either of the two strategies and systems. Obviously, also your focus is important. If you're really trading the markets on a lower time frame, you got to be really engaged, highly focused. It would not be good to be distracted by things that are not connected to trading. So that this is, very, very important as well. And if that's something that's difficult for you, then you got to be careful with scalping as well. And last but not least, of course, it's best for you to test that by yourself. Try it on a demo, see how much you like scalping, see what you think about swing trading, and choose one of those two and test that. That's ultimately, of course, the best way to find out. And who knows, maybe you'll find out that you like actually both. All right, so if you like that, take a look at our webinars Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with Tarantula, and I dive into live trading setups and market environments and looking at patterns and price action. And we have also education. Wish you all great trading. Talk to you soon. Cheers.